We are learning more tonight about a longtime military pilot killed in that Dallas air show crash.
Dan Reagan lived in the Salt Lake Avenues for 3 decades. We spoke with his former neighbors and friends who tell us he will be dearly missed.
Just very, very kind and loving.
Craig Provo lived near Dan and June Reagan for nearly 30 years.
He loved those air shows, and he participated in many of them.
He says his friend was a great pilot with a love for the B-17 and an even better friend.
He was always ready to provide whatever we needed.
Craig couldn't believe his eyes when he watched the video from that crash in the skies over Texas on November 12th.
It was just crazy. I did have a thought immediately, and I texted him to say, Dan, you're not there, are you?
Dan was there and was one of 5 people on board that B-17 Flying Fortress killed along with the pilot of a P-63 King Cobra. The historic planes collided and crashed to the ground at the Wings Over Dallas Air Show. NTSB officials have spent the past few weeks gathering evidence in a long, meticulous process to determine how and why this air tragedy happened. While they are still looking for answers, a report released Wednesday shows a group of historic fighter planes was told to fly ahead of the formation of bombers without a prior plan for coordinating altitude. The report does not give the cause of the crash itself.
It was just his passion.
When Craig didn't hear back from Dan, he texted June.
I then texted his wife and then heard back from her later that indeed he was in the crash.
Craig had just talked to his longtime friend the day before, something he's now thankful for.